Doing your best isn't loud, it's daily. It doesn't shout, it doesn't post, it doesn't beg for praise. It just shows up. Every day, every task, every breath. Not perfect, not pretty, but present. The Stoics never chased great. They aimed for right. Right focus, right action, right now. Doing your best isn't about pushing harder. It's about showing up when it's boring, when it's silent, when no one's watching and nothing feels urgent. It's not a burst, it's a rhythm. Not something you wait for, something you become. And it starts here, not in your goals, but in how you hold yourself when no one else is holding you. Stoicism isn't perfection, it's precision. You don't need to do it all, just the part that's yours. And do it well, not for glory, not for applause, but because it's the only thing you actually own. The Stoics never chased perfection. They chased clarity, of action, of thought, of direction. They didn't waste time fixing the world. They fixed themselves. They didn't wait to feel ready. They moved, with precision, with presence, with peace. Because doing your best doesn't mean burning out. It means knowing where to aim and hitting that repeatedly. No noise, no panic, just exact, silent fire at the right target. That's Stoicism. Not flawless, just focused. Give full effort. Expect nothing back. Do it fully. Then let it go. Not for reward, not for recognition, just because it was the right move. The Stoics didn't tie their peace to outcome. They tied it to effort. Because results come and go. But effort? That's yours. Most people work hard because they want something back. But the Stoic gives everything and releases everything. He shows up with fire, but leaves with nothing in his hands. That's freedom. That's discipline. Not because it doesn't matter, but because his work is a gift to the world, not a transaction. So pour in, stay sharp, burn clean, and walk away without asking if it was worth it. Because your best doesn't need validation, it just needs to be done. Work on what you control. Drop what you don't. Your energy is finite, your time is slipping, your focus is leaking. Because you keep trying to fix things that were never yours. Their opinion, their response, the outcome. The storm. The Stoics cut clean. They said, this is mine, that is not. Effort, mine. Clarity, mine. Character, mine. Their approval, not mine. Their chaos, not mine. Most people exhaust themselves chasing shadows. Stoics move different. They aim where their hands can reach. They act where their power still matters. And everything else, they burn it. Not in hate, but in honor. Because doing your best means focusing like a blade, on what's real, on what's yours. Nothing more, nothing less. Obsession with improvement isn't toxic. It's discipline. They'll say, you're too intense, you never stop, just relax. But they don't get it. This isn't pressure. It's principle. You're not obsessed with being better because you hate yourself. You're obsessed because you respect what you could be. The Stoics didn't chase comfort, they chased alignment. And alignment takes work, daily, quiet, unseen. It's not toxic to demand more from yourself. What's toxic is pretending you're fine when your potential is rotting. Most people call it balance when they really mean escape. But you stay. In the reps, in the silence, in the pursuit. Because doing your best doesn't mean doing what's enough. It means doing what's possible. And that gap between enough and possible is where discipline lives. Build character. Results will follow. Outcomes come late. Character shows first. Most chase results. The Stoic builds the roots. Because what matters is not what you get, but what you become getting it. Discipline, patience, precision. That's the real prize. The numbers, they shift. The titles, they fade. But who you had to become to earn them, that stays. The Stoics knew, if you build character, you can rebuild anything. If you chase results, you'll break the second they don't show. So show up for the roots. Water them. Test them. Let them hold you when nothing else does. Because results are outcomes. Character is architecture. And if you want to last, build what the world can't take away. You get what you are, not what you wish. Wishing is easy. Everyone does it. More money, more peace, more respect. But the world doesn't pay attention to your wishes. It pays attention to your weight. The Stoics never prayed for outcomes. They trained for them, and they knew. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. You want stillness? Be still. You want strength? Do hard things. You want respect? Build integrity. Anything else is fantasy. Anything less is delay. Wishing without working is a quiet form of self-betrayal. So stop talking about what you deserve, start becoming it. Every rep, every page, every decision is a vote. Not for what you hope, but for who you are. And the world will always return who you've chosen to be. The obstacle is the training. It's not in the way, it is the way. The delay, the failure, the resistance. That's not blocking your growth, it's building it. The Stoics didn't hate struggle, they expected it. They welcomed it, because every setback is a signal, every problem is a portal, and the obstacle, that's not your punishment, that's your prep. Most people panic when it gets hard. The Stoic leans in, not because he likes pain, but because he knows this is the moment he's being sharpened. Doing your best isn't doing what's easy. It's doing what's necessary when everything screams to stop. So don't curse the weight, lift it. Don't dodge the fire, train in it. Because the thing that's testing you is the thing that's teaching you. And if you let it, it will make you untouchable. Do what little you can, fully. You won't fix everything today, you won't move mountains, but you can move your own hands. The Stoics didn't aim for volume, they aimed for purity. Not 100 scattered efforts. Just one done with your whole soul. You want progress? Stop overreaching. Start completing. That one workout, that one deep breath, that one hard conversation. Small doesn't mean weak, it means precise. Most people drown in overwhelm. You pick one thing and do it like it matters, because it does. Doing your best isn't scale, it's presence. So don't chase the finish line. Own the step in front of you, fully, quietly today. That's enough. That's everything. Redraw success to fit your standards. Most people chase a finish line they never chose. Money, followers, titles, eyes. But the Stoic, he doesn't measure success by volume. He measures it by virtue. Did I show up clean? Did I act with courage? Did I speak the truth? If yes, then I've already won. You don't need the world's scoreboard, you need your own. Because when you borrow their definition, you borrow their anxiety, their hunger, their emptiness. So stop asking if you're ahead. Ask if you're aligned. Success isn't out there, it's in here. In how you carry the task, in how you hold your code when no one's clapping. Redraw it, refine it, own it, because the second you define it for yourself, you become unreachable. Stop trying to be liked. Start being true. You weren't built to be accepted by everyone. You were built to live by code, but somewhere along the way, you started shrinking. Soften your voice, filter your truth, smile when it burns. Why? To be liked? To not be alone? The Stoics didn't need crowds, they needed clarity. They knew being liked is temporary, being true is permanent. So say what's real, hold what's right, even if it costs you applause. Because the moment you choose approval over alignment, you lose both. Your best doesn't need to be popular, it needs to be pure. So stop bending, stop masking, stop pleasing, and walk like someone who'd rather be misunderstood than misaligned. Say no like a man who knows his mission. Every yes costs something: time, focus, energy, and most people spend it pleasing others instead of serving their purpose. But the Stoic moves different. He says no, not from anger, but from clarity. Because when you know your mission, everything that doesn't align becomes a distraction. Not a maybe, not a someday, a clear no. You're not rude for protecting your priorities. You're not selfish for keeping your schedule clean. You're focused. Doing your best means doing less, but doing it fully. So set the line, hold it, own it, and say no like a man who already knows what he's here to do. Indifference isn't cold, it's control. They'll call you detached, too quiet, too calm, let them. Because the Stoic doesn't react. He responds. And sometimes he doesn't respond at all. Not out of spite, but out of power. Most people are ruled by noise, by headlines, by opinions that don't matter. But indifference isn't apathy, it's precision. It's choosing what deserves your energy and what doesn't even get a glance. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to explain. Your peace is not up for negotiation. Discipline means letting things burn without running toward the fire. Because what looks like distance might just be mastery, and the one who's indifferent to what doesn't serve him can never be controlled. Give it all, even if no one sees. No spotlight, no witness, no reward. Do it anyway. The Stoics didn't work for praise. They worked from principle, not for the crowd, for the code. Because your best isn't measured by who's watching. It's measured by who you become when no one is. Anyone can perform when it's noticed. Few can deliver in silence. But that's where it counts. That extra rep, that final edit, that one small act of discipline when quitting would be easier. No one claps, no one knows, but you do. And that's enough. So give it all. Not because they're watching, but because you are. And because you'd rather be excellent in the dark than average in the light. Your best isn't a burst. It's a system. It's not hype. It's not sparks. It's not once-in-a-while greatness. It's rhythm. It's structure. It's showing up when nothing's pushing you but the code inside. The Stoics didn't wait for motivation. They moved on duty. Not loud. Not perfect. But relentless. Your best isn't found in one big day. It's in the pattern. The quiet reps. The invisible choices stacked in silence. So stop chasing the moment. Build the machine. And when the world sees the results, you'll already be miles ahead. Not because you were better, but because you were consistent. Not a burst, a system. And that system is who you are now.